here, looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Saints first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or something.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
At the Saints' 49-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Allen now looks to throw. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, heck of a move. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
66 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Open man, that's Bond.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. T.J. Sanders in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The home team's offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. Just you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Shoves him aside.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Now Allen.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
To throw, it's Allen.
He'll try to do it himself.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
21 yards. First down, Saints.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Allen. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw.
This has been a long drive. You know, that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you get put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Robinson with another carry.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he's got it down to the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Over the middle, he's got Bond. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 6.
Open man, the tight end Warren.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. To the air, Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Now this complete to Polk.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The tight end Henry here in motion. Here's Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Allen to throw once more.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Justin Wally.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Oh, the RPO will keep it himself. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season. The regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Texans. And here's the home team's running back. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they play host to the LA Chargers. And you know this guy can do this. It's Anthony Richardson. He's going to scramble here and take it in. 13 yards away, he houses it. The Ravens win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Raiders. And the former rushing champ has still got it, Jonathan Taylor. He gets past the first wave of the defense, and the race is on. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Things getting interesting now as the regular season starts to wind down. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. On play action, Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down. A gain of 30. First down, New Orleans.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Pass to Henry is intercepted.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
At their own 31-yard line.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
But here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you can.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken at around the 40.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kenneth Grant racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw. Allen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Castillo.
Holding offense.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th.
And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
148 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Allen going to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now is Allen.
A very quick pass to Ridley. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen to throw from the gun on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
A touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
166 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. That time a 6-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Shifts by him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
51 yards on the punt there. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get low to those guys on offense and find a way to run through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
The 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
complete to Tyler Warren. First and 10.
They run the draw here with Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team that said, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It's a gain of 6.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He'll try and do this himself.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now Allen.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Brings up third down and 11.
Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper run.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. And a first down.
Option play, here's Robinson.
And And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? They'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the Saints' 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. Right side, it's Bond.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter.
A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. this one. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
3rd and 11.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They juked him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Here's 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Allen.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. And the Saints first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
40-yard line.
Allen to throw once more.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Allen now on the option right. Oh, good move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the air, Allen.
Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. 2nd and 7. Put a man in motion left, Ridley.
Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Allen gonna throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured. shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Allen again.
Throw left side, caught by Roman.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal.
Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's Allen.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion.
To throw is Allen.
That's caught at the 1. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now they need 2. Here's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Joshua Cardi on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 13. Under a minute 20 to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Throwing Allen.
At the 31-yard line.
Now he'll tuck this. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go.
Here comes second down.
Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And a terrific return as he'll take it out past the 35. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Chicago,
their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.